morning. Welcome to the 2021 Mentors of Impact. Brenda and I are so excited to join you this evening to tell the story of Earn to Learn Florida through the eyes of our mentors, students, and success coaches.
That's right, Lisa. It has been such a joy to reflect over the past 4 years and see the success of our students as they've worked their way toward graduating on time, avoiding student debt, and they're all coming out career ready.
Which is absolutely fantastic. You know, plus Brenda, as you know, we've matched our students with a near-peer success coach. These individuals add tremendous support and encouragement to our students. And many of our success coaches are actually Earn to Learn students who are just ahead of our students along their pathway to higher education and financial independence.
That's right. It has been great to see how our near-peer coaches are guiding our students through their journey. We're also very, very fortunate to have many community leaders who serve as mentors. They have played such an important role in the success of our students. Now, let's take a few minutes to learn more about Earn to Learn Florida, shall we?
Terrific.
Before this program, I was very lost. I wasn't quite sure where I wanted to go with my studies. I wasn't sure if I wanted to pursue studies. I ran into the program and the mentors that helped push me to see that I have more capability than just to become a plumber or an average day job. I want to become something more, and they showed me that side that I never knew I had.
With the Earn to Learn Success Coaching Program, we will be able to connect with them and talk to them about the things that we experienced in college. It can help them just reach their fullest potential academically, socially, career-wise, financially. It can help in so many different ways. We use a textbook called College Unmazed, and it walks you basically through the steps of learning what your personality is, what some good career choices might be for you, how to maybe pick a major in college, how to narrow down your list of colleges that you want to go to, the applications process, the FAFSA process, and getting started with your college process.
It's a program that raises funds, I think some from the government, some from private investors, that gives these boys, students, scholarships that lets them live their dream. What I have seen is the effects that they've had on the lives of these boys. And last year we went to a fundraiser they had, and to see the number of people that showed up and were supporting this program and making major contributions to their organization was really encouraging to me. And to understand now what they're doing for these boys and other students is very gratifying.
Before I entered the program, I was a frequent spender of money. I would go through my paychecks, and Earn to Learn had a course called the Financial Literacy course that helped me exponentially. I learned later how to save my money, how to invest it.
Through Earn to Learn, I know when they first took the first course, they were so impressed with this concept of compound interest. You should hear about this, But it was good news for them.
From my background, being the first to actually go to college and finish, they had the experience of being in college, and so there was a phone call away, I always called them if I was in some trouble at school or if I just needed a little pick-me-up when I was doing hard assignments. I mean, anything from that, and even financial. When I'm trying to make a financial decision, I call them. I majored in criminology and criminal justice with a minor in psychology, and now I'm working with the DeKalb County District Attorney's Office. And I work as a victim advocate, so I help victims of crime, of any felony crime, move throughout the criminal justice system. I help them understand. I have Spanish cases, I have English cases, so I'm able to, help both languages. You're really able to influence someone's life that may not have that influence if you do become a mentor.
I've had 5 kids of my own and encouraged them, and they've done well, and to think that I'm able to have that kind of influence on kids outside of my own family is it warms your heart in a way you don't get anywhere else.
My mentors were able to be there when I graduated. They were able to be there through all my little accomplishments and have verbally told me how happy they are to be able to experience it, because as a mentor you may think you're planting a seed and it's not your job to water it, but they were able to see it watered throughout the years. They were able to see the accomplishments from what they planted years ago.
Because you'll never get more payback than you do by working with some young person that you think you had an influence on changing their life. I mean, it's the most gratifying thing you can do.
I think after the program, I was able to find what really was my route, what was my passion, what was I intended to do in society. And they helped me find my major, they helped me find the route that I wanted to go and where I should go to succeed in the best way possible without any debt.
And so Earn to Learn is an impactful organization in their life. It really is. And it changes their lives. It really does change lives. There's no doubt about it.
It's great to see the donations coming in, Lisa. Thanks so much to everyone who contributes to support our students. You're going to see in our program an impressive list of almost 40 students who are Earn to Learn Florida graduates. These students who have proven the Earn to Learn concept of graduating on time, career ready, and free of student debt.
That's great. You know, next up is a story of one of our successful Earn to Learn Florida graduates, Yuzeli Garcia, who graduated actually last year from Florida State University with a degree in criminal justice. Isn't that amazing?
She is.
Yuzeli is now employed by the DeKalb County, Georgia District Attorney's Office as a victim advocate.
She's amazing.
I always said I wanted to be the person that I needed when I grew up. I came across a lot of experiences as a child where law enforcement had to be involved. I think I've always had a heart to help people that are in need or that can't speak for themselves. I just didn't know how broad the field was and what I could do in it. So that's kind of, as a child, I've always, from the beginning, decided to be in criminal justice. So it's Greg and Jonah Kimbrough. I actually met them through Boys and Girls Club, and they stayed with me. They entered the Take Stock in Children program to become my mentor. The biggest thing that I remember was when I first went to school, I was afraid to ask questions. I was afraid to go to the counselors at the schools to ask questions about classes, what I needed, tutoring, and I felt like every question I asked may have been dumb, and so I called them and they kind of were a little rough with me and said, you need to go in and speak with them. There's no dumb question that you can ask, and kind of pushed me to take that step and not be afraid to ask questions of when it comes to scheduling in school, grades, or anything that I may need. I think it meant everything. I got an internship my last semester of school and I got a job right after it. I didn't have to worry about getting out more loans or where am I gonna live. To get an apartment, it was easier. To start my living in Georgia, it was a lot easier because I wasn't in debt. I could literally start off everything without any hesitation. The finance training has helped me look at my finances every month. I see what I'm spending, where my money's going, how much I'm saving. I reassess everything, and I keep the budget sheet that actually came with the class when I first took it. It's helped me stay debt-free. I don't have any debt as of yet. So, and I hope to keep it that way, and hopefully I will with the budget that I have. There's a lot of high schoolers that may not have the example to keep moving forward or how to look for scholarships or to even go to school because their family didn't do it. And so being able to be in programs that mentor you and help you would really help you push forward and be able to ask people questions when you don't know what's going on. I do come across in my job, I come across women and men who are in difficult situations. I've had the opportunity to empower Spanish speakers who don't know how to speak up for themselves, who are too afraid to ask questions or not know where to go, where resources are. I've been able to empower them to ask, not be afraid to move forward so that they can get out of the situation that they're in.
Lisa, our students are amazing, aren't they?
They sure are. It's incredible, really.
They are. You know, Uzeli is one of almost 40 students who have graduated from Earn to Learn Florida. And I just want to say thank you for your continuing support of these students, and thank you to every donor who has consistently supported them over the years through their donations. In addition, this past year, we've recruited, trained, and deployed 40 near-peer success coaches to work with high school students to guide them step by step through high school and on to higher education success. We're able to do this thanks to a generous grant from AmeriCorps, and that's in partnership with Volunteer Florida. Our success coaches are all college students themselves, or they're recent graduates with real-time experience and wisdom, so much wisdom to share with our students. You'll see all of our near-peer coaches recognized in your program today.
Terrific, and I know the near-peer coaches have really made a big difference in our program and the ability to help our students. And you know, as you know, Brenda, and most of our donors know this too, our students are all income challenged. And what I love about the near-peer approach is that our hardworking students are connected to coaches throughout the entire year to cover things like completing the Financial Federal Aid Form, otherwise known as FAFSA for people that are familiar with it, personal finance training, which is huge, and other college readiness skills. So now let's hear more from one of our amazing near-peer coaches, Arnell Lewis.
I have always loved helping people reach their fullest potential, whether it's academically or in a sport. I'm also a cheer coach, a Pop Warner cheer coach. This was a chance for me to apply knowledge that I've gained from my years and years of college schooling and give them some of the things that I've learned along the way, some things to do and things not to do. Most of them are first year and first generation. And so that means that they probably don't have anybody to walk them through doing their FAFSA, picking classes, what they should be doing in classes. To me, it means helping the students that I'm assigned achieve academic success in their first year and beyond, helping them learn how to stay organized, how to write papers, how to do assignments properly, how to get engaged in social aspects of schooling, because that plays a part in them succeeding academically, their social connection to the school. The stuff that they learn now is crucial to how they'll perform throughout the rest of their college years. So I want to kind of like drill it into them now. If you do these things, you will be able to be successful in college. We really want to try and get our students out in 4 years or less. And so I'll just talk to them about the importance of going to your classes, passing your classes, not having to retake, because that means more credit hours that you're spending money on, understanding that you're here to do a job, to pass your classes. But also, I want you to have fun. I want you to get involved. And do as much as you can in those 4 years. Don't overload yourself, but just make sure you're making those connections with your peers, with your professors, and doing it in 4 years or less. Just being able to be that person for these students will be awesome. Just having someone to teach them the ropes, I think, will be very beneficial for them. Just being a guiding hand for the students is what I'm most excited for.
Thank you for continuing to make donations. Your support and encouragement over the years has made a great difference. You know, our community leaders involved as mentors in our program are incredible. They unselfishly volunteer numerous hours with their students, and their impact can be seen immediately when we speak with our students about their interactions with them.
Our community volunteers are critical to our program too, and they give so much of themselves. And you know, this evening, we're honored to recognize Bob and Sally Bogle. They are our 2021 Mentors of Impact. And their mentee, who's Earn to Learn student Angelo Serrano, actually nominated Bob and Sally. And I believe you're going to find their story both inspiring and compelling.
I realized that these boys had some challenges in life, but one thing I liked about them, they were hardworking and they were all very bright. And I just knew if they could point themselves in the right direction, that they could really change their life.
I was actually introduced to the program through my brothers. They started the program, I believe, back in 2017. and that helped sculpt me into, kind of edge me into the program with Brenda and everyone else. I felt like I lived a lot in the now, and Bob and Sally were there to help me look into the future, to see where I want to go rather than where I am. One thing that really did surprise me was how beneficial the program can be compared to most scholarships. Other scholarships, you apply and you get it or you don't. With Earn to Learn, you're working for it. You're putting the money in to get the money out. And it's not, I haven't seen any programs like that. And I think that's something that really sparked my interest into the program and wanting to be such a big part of it. Starting my dual enrollment in 2016 with FSW, I had no faith believers. My counselors, they refused to believe that I could do it. But there was two people that believed in it. It was Bob and Sally, and also the Earn to Learn program.
I was seeing them before anybody drove, and they had to get over to FSW to get registered so they could do dual enrollment, and they didn't have a ride. And so I was able to pick them up and get them over there and get them signed up, and they were, because of that, they were able to get into that program.
I learned a lot about savings through that course. I'm gonna say I had about $2,000 to my name at one point, and through the savings program, I was able to increase my finances by $6,000 in just a couple months, just by saving a little bit of the income that I was earning from my side jobs. He would bring me packets on psychology and what different majors options there are.
At one point, Angelo was thinking about jobs in social work, counseling, that kind of thing, which I know he liked, and then thinking about marketing. I know he liked psychology and those kinds of things. So I did a little research. I found an open job in counseling. I brought to him what the requirements were, what the hours were, and then we looked at jobs in sales and marketing, what's required in those kinds of positions, what are the salaries, what kind of a career path do you need for that kind of thing?
I still have packets that Bob has given me on my pre-major, which was psychology. And those still to this day enlighten me because psychology is my minor. The program helped us learn to save our money while we were renting out an apartment to buy a house, which we were now able to fit all of our siblings in. And then now we're using that money that we also had saving from the apartment as well to put it on another house, and we're going to use that as a rental property to drive income to keep us going. And I don't feel like a lot of that would have been possible, like you said, without the knowledge that the financial literacy course, Earn to Learn, and Bob and Sally have provided for us.
The main thing with Earn to Learn is that it motivates them to get a job, save your money, contribute into our accounts, and that they will get a lot of reward for that they couldn't get through college without the support that they're getting from Earn to Learn. It's just not doable. And so they were able to get through college, pay for their college, save money along the way, and go out and buy a house within 6 months of getting out of school.
That was a tough question. I think I would still be that same lost child I was back in 2016 before I met Bob and ran into the Earn to Learn program and had the support to bring me up to where I am, because without that, I don't think I could truly be half of what I am today.
Thank you, Brenda. My name is Julia Dayano, State Program Director at Earn to Learn Florida. I would like to present the 2021 Mentors of Impact, Bob and Sally Bogle, nominated by Angela Serrano. Mia, may you help me present?
Okay, sweetie. Okay, Angelo, thank you. Well, thank you so much for this presentation. I can tell you we will cherish this for the rest of our lives. It's quite a recognition to have worked with these boys for the time that we did, and we're looking forward to the future with them. Okay, well, thank you so much for that award. I certainly appreciate it, and will cherish it for my whole life. But I also want to spend a few minutes giving recognition to the boys that I worked with the last 5 years, Angelo and his brothers, and it's been quite a journey. I first met them when they were in third year of high school, and they were in a dual enrollment program, and they did dual enrollment like nobody else does. They took 4 and 5 majors every term, They were working 20 to 40 hours a week. They got their associate degree, and at the same time, they were completing high school simultaneously. And so they, at the end of that time period, those 2 years, they got an associate degree, and they graduated both programs with honors. They're also very family-oriented. A few years ago, when they realized their sister would be better with them, they moved her into their house. And so they have had the fun and joy that goes with homeschooling a third grader. So I'm sure they're happy about that. But they really care for their family. I've seen them care for each other, and they're just been a joy to work with. I have to say, I've learned a lot in this process. I learned about Earn to Learn and other scholarship programs that are available to serious students. And there's no reason why a serious student in the state of Florida can't get a college education. And these guys proved it to me. So thank you for that. Congratulations.
Wow, that was very special. What a wonderful family.
They are. They're quite remarkable, actually. They've been through so much.
They really are. And I just want to say congratulations to Bob and Sally for being recognized as Mentors of Impact. They deserve it. You know, Bob and Sally also mentor Angelo's 3 other brothers. They adore Mia, and they pay it forward by donating to Earn to Learn Florida. We hope you too will be compelled to donate to benefit even more students like Angelo, his brothers, and young Mia, as soon as she's in high school. We honestly can't do it without you.
That's right, and that's terrific, Brenda. You know, what I love about the Mentors of Impact campaign is that every dollar is matched by the STARS scholarships from the Florida Prepaid College Foundation. I want you to consider donating online, by mailing a check, or any other method that could work for you. We so appreciate your consideration, and your tax-deductible contribution actually will have double the impact.
Wow. Wait a minute, Lisa. Is this what you mean? So if I make a $4,000 donation, it actually turns into an $8,000 impact?
That's absolutely correct, Brenda. It's amazing what your dollar can do. This happens when your donation is doubled with STARS scholarships from the Florida Prepaid College Foundation. Our program for tonight is now coming to an end. Brendan, what a program. And I also want to let you know that we're actually going to keep the Mentors of Impact donation site open, actually through the end of March. We want to capture every single donation. So please do consider donating, and thank you so much again for joining us.
And I want to say thank you for your generosity. And absolutely, please tell your friends about Earn to Learn Florida. We welcome their interest and their support anytime.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.